Ram Lalla. Ram Lalla is a term commonly used to refer to the infant form of Lord Rama, a central figure in Hindu mythology and religion. In Hindu tradition, Lord Rama is considered an avatar of the god Vishnu and is revered as a symbol of righteousness, virtue, and ideal kingship. The term Ram Lalla is derived from two words, Ram, which is the name of the deity, and Lalla, which means child or infant in Hindi. Therefore, Ram Lalla specifically refers to Lord Rama in his childhood form. According to Hindu scriptures, Lord Rama was born to King Dasharatha and Queen Kausalya in the ancient city of Ayodhya, located in present-day Uttar Pradesh, India. His birth is celebrated as the festival of Ram Navami. As an infant, Lord Rama is depicted as an embodiment of innocence, purity, and divine grace. The significance of Ram Lalla extends beyond mere infancy. It is symbolic of the divine presence of Lord Rama throughout his life. In particular, the term gains significant prominence in the context of the Ayodhya dispute, where Hindus believed that the Babri Masjid was constructed at the birthplace of Lord Rama, known as Ram Janmabhoomi. The dispute over the ownership of the land where the mosque stood led to legal battles and social tensions for decades. In November 2019, the Supreme Court of India delivered a landmark judgment, ruling in favor of the construction of a Hindu temple at the disputed site, acknowledging the significance of Ram Lalla and affirming the faith of millions of Hindus who consider the site sacred. In summary, Ram Lalla represents the divine presence of Lord Rama in his infant form and holds immense significance in Hindu faith, culture, and tradition. History of Ram Mandir. The Ram Mandir, also known as the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir, holds significant historical and religious importance in India. Its history is intertwined with various socio-political events spanning several centuries. Number 1. Ancient history. According to Hindu mythology and scriptures, Ayodhya is believed to be the birthplace of Lord Rama, a central figure in the Hindu epic, the Ramayana. It is said that the original temple at the site was built by King Manu, considered the progenitor of humanity in Hindu belief, and later rebuilt by King Vikramaditya. Number 2. Medieval period. Historical accounts suggest that a temple dedicated to Lord Rama existed at the site in Ayodhya during the medieval period. However, during the rule of the Delhi Sultanate and subsequent Muslim rulers, there are records of various conflicts and instances of destruction and reconstruction of Hindu temples, including the one at the Ram Janmabhoomi site. Number 3. Babri Masjid construction. In the 16th century, during the Mughal era, a mosque called Babri Masjid was built at the site, believed to have been constructed by Mir Baqi, a commander of the Mughal Emperor Babur. The mosque came to be known as Babri Masjid after its builder. Number 4. Dispute and demolition. The site became a center of dispute between Hindu and Muslim communities over its religious significance. In 1949, idols of Lord Rama were surreptitiously placed inside the mosque, leading to tensions between the communities. In 1992, a large mob of Hindu activists demolished the Babri Masjid, leading to widespread communal violence across India. Number 5. Legal battles. The demolition of the Babri Masjid sparked legal battles over ownership of the site. Various groups, including Hindu and Muslim organizations, filed lawsuits claiming rights to the land. The legal dispute continued for decades, reaching the Indian Supreme Court. Number 6. Supreme Court verdict and construction of Ram Mandir. In November 2019, the Indian Supreme Court delivered a landmark verdict, granting the land to Hindus for the construction of a temple while also directing the government to allocate an alternative plot of land to Muslims for the construction of a mosque. Subsequently, in August 2020, the foundation stone for the Ram Mandir was laid in a grand ceremony attended by dignitaries, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Number 7. Construction and completion. Following the laying of the foundation stone, construction of the Ram Mandir commenced. It is expected to be an architectural marvel, reflecting traditional Indian temple architecture. The construction process is being overseen by the Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. The completion of the Ram Mandir is a significant event in India's religious and cultural landscape, symbolizing the culmination of a long-standing dispute and the assertion of Hindu sentiment regarding the site's religious significance. The history of the Ram Mandir from 1528 onwards is primarily marked by the construction and subsequent demolition of the Babri Masjid, which stood at the disputed site believed to be the birthplace of Lord Rama. Here's a detailed timeline of events. 1528. According to historical records, the Mughal Emperor Babur's general, Mir Baqi, is believed to have constructed the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya. The mosque was built on a site that many Hindus believe to be the birthplace of Lord Rama. 1853 to 1859, the first recorded instance of communal violence at the site occurred during the reign of Nawab Wajid Ali Shah of Awadh. The British administration intervened to maintain peace and erected a fence to separate the inner court of the mosque from the outer courtyard, allowing both Hindus and Muslims to worship at the site. 1949, on the night of December 22nd to 23rd, idols of Lord Rama appeared inside the central dome of the mosque. Hindus claimed that the idols miraculously appeared, while Muslims argued that they were placed there by force. The incident led to the site's closure by the administration, and both Hindus and Muslims were prohibited from offering prayers there. 1950s-1980s, legal disputes over ownership of the site began to emerge, with various Hindu and Muslim organizations filing lawsuits claiming rights to the land. The site remained a focal point of tension and occasional violence between the two communities. 1986, the issue gained significant political traction when the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, VHP, a Hindu nationalist organization, launched a campaign for the construction of a Ram Mandir at the site. The campaign received support from various Hindu leaders and organizations. 1992, on 6th December, a large mob of Hindu activists, including members of the VHP and the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, demolished the Babri Masjid, sparking widespread communal violence across India. The demolition led to strained communal relations and political repercussions. Post-demolition period. Following the demolition, the government established the Librhan Commission to investigate the events leading up to the demolition and identify those responsible. The site remained heavily guarded, and legal battles ensued over ownership and the future of the site. Legal battles and Supreme Court verdict. The legal dispute over the site continued for decades, with multiple hearings and appeals in various courts. In November 2019, the Indian Supreme Court delivered a landmark verdict, granting the land to Hindus for the construction of a temple while also directing the government to allocate an alternative plot of land to Muslims for the construction of a mosque. 2020. In August 2020, the foundation stone for the Ram Mandir was laid in a grand ceremony attended by dignitaries, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The construction of the temple commenced under the supervision of the Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. 2022, the construction of the Ram Mandir continues, with progress being made on various aspects of the temple's architecture and infrastructure. The completion of the mandir is anticipated to be a significant milestone in India's religious and cultural landscape, symbolizing the fulfillment of a long-standing Hindu aspiration and the resolution of a contentious historical dispute. Ram Mandir and Babri Masjid dispute. The dispute between the Ram Mandir, temple, and the Babri Masjid, mosque, is a long-standing and highly contentious issue in India, primarily centered around the town of Ayodhya in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The controversy stems from the belief among Hindus that the site is the birthplace of Lord Rama, a major deity in Hinduism, and that a temple dedicated to him once stood there. However, in the 16th century, a mosque called the Babri Masjid was built at the site by Mughal Emperor Babur. Tensions over the site escalated over the years, leading to communal violence at times. The dispute gained widespread attention in the 1980s when various Hindu nationalist organizations, including the Vishwa Hindu Parishad (VHP) and the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP), launched a campaign for the construction of a Ram temple at the site. In 1992, the situation reached a boiling point when a large mob of Hindu nationalists demolished the Babri Masjid, claiming that it was built after demolishing a pre-existing temple marking the birthplace of Lord Rama. This event sparked widespread communal violence across India, resulting in thousands of deaths. Subsequently, legal battles ensued over the ownership and control of the site. The case went through various courts in India, including the High Court and eventually the Supreme Court. In November 2019, the Supreme Court of India ruled in favor of the construction of a Hindu temple at the disputed site while also ordering the allocation of an alternative piece of land for the construction of a mosque in Ayodhya. This verdict was aimed at resolving the long-standing dispute and fostering communal harmony in the country, although it was met with mixed reactions from different sections of society. The Ram Mandir Babri Masjid dispute is a complex and deeply rooted issue in India that revolves around conflicting claims to a religious site in the town of Ayodhya, located in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. 1. Historical background. According to Hindu belief, Ayodhya is the birthplace of Lord Rama, a revered deity in Hinduism, and it is said that a temple dedicated to him stood at the site where the Babri Masjid was later built. In the 16th century, during the reign of Mughal Emperor Babur, a mosque called the Babri Masjid was constructed at the site. The mosque was named after Babur, and it became a place of worship for Muslims. To dot emergence of the dispute. Tensions over the site began to escalate in the 19th century, with both Hindus and Muslims claiming ownership and the right to worship there. The issue gained significant attention in the 20th century, particularly during the British colonial rule, as various Hindu and Muslim groups intensified their efforts to assert their claims over the site. 3. Demolition of the Babri Masjid. The dispute took a violent turn on 6 December 1992, when a large mob of Hindu nationalists, including activists from organizations like the Vishwa Hindu Parishad (VHP) and the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP), demolished the Babri Masjid. The demolition triggered widespread communal riots and violence across India, resulting in significant loss of life and property. 4. Legal battles. Following the demolition, legal battles ensued over the ownership and control of the disputed site. The case went through various courts in India, including the High Court and eventually the Supreme Court. 5. Supreme Court verdict. In November 2019, the Supreme Court of India delivered a landmark verdict in the case. The court ruled in favor of the construction of a Hindu temple at the disputed site, citing archaeological evidence of a Hindu structure beneath the Babri Masjid. Additionally, the court ordered the allocation of an alternative piece of land in Ayodhya for the construction of a mosque. 6. Aftermath. The Supreme Court's verdict aimed to bring closure to the long-standing dispute and promote communal harmony in India. The construction of the Ram Mandir temple at the site has commenced, while plans for the construction of the mosque on the allocated land are also underway. The verdict was met with a range of reactions, with some welcoming the decision as a step towards reconciliation, while others expressed disappointment or skepticism. Overall, the Ram Mandir Babri Masjid dispute remains a sensitive and significant issue in India's socio-political landscape, with its resolution being seen as a crucial step towards fostering religious tolerance and harmony. Ram Mandir design, construction and cost. The chief architect behind the mandir is Ahmedabad-based Chandrakant Sopura. He started working on it about 32 years ago. This is his story and how he bagged one of the most challenging works of his career. The Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is being built in the Nagara architecture. This style, which emerged around the 5th century CE, is known for towering spires or shikhras and intricate carvings. Who breathed life into this divine icon? Who made Sri Ram's idol for Ayodhya Ram Mandir? Meet Arun Yogiraj, the renowned sculptor from Karnataka whose artistry brought Lord Ram to life. The Ram Mandir is among the most expensive religious projects in India in recent years, with an estimated cost of 1,800 crore. Following closely is the Vishwa Umya Dham in Gujarat, valued at 1,000 crore. However, it was expected to be funded through donations from devotees and supporters of the temple construction project. The construction costs would encompass various expenses, including materials, labor, architectural consultancy, and administrative expenses. Ram Mandir not private property of BJP. The construction of the Ram Mandir began after the Supreme Court of India's verdict in November 2019, which allowed for the construction of the temple at the disputed site in Ayodhya. The construction process involved various stages, including site preparation, foundation laying, structural work, carving of stones, and installation of sculptures. Estimated at 1,800 crore rupees, the mandir covers an expansive 71 acres, showcasing the architectural marvel. Spanning 250 feet in width and 161 feet in height, the main mandir area covers 2.67 acres, boasting 390 pillars, 46 doorways, and 5 mandaps. It used a specially created engineering fill, a plain cement concrete raft foundation, and a plinth with a height of 21 feet using granite stones brought all the way from South India. Notably, no iron or steel was used. Instead, the structure relies on the best quality granite, sandstone, and marble. The temple's foundation was reinforced using innovative engineering techniques, addressing challenges like sandy and unstable soil. The part of the mandir that will be visible to visitors is made up of pink sandstone called Bansi Paharpur stone extracted from Rajasthan. According to CBRI, the total number of columns on the ground floor is 160, the first floor 132, and the second floor 74. These are all made of sandstone and carved on the outside. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has opened a Hindu mandir built on the ruins of a historic Mughal-era mosque in the northern town of Ayodhya. The design of the Ram Mandir was envisioned to be a grand temple complex featuring traditional Indian architecture, particularly in the Nagara style typical of North Indian temple. The mandir was planned to have several intricately carved spires, pillars, and domes, with sculptures depicting scenes from Hindu mythology, particularly related to Lord Rama. Chandrakant Sopura is Ayodhya Ram Mandir architect. Chandrakant Sopura divulges his 30-year-long journey to build this mandir. Special feature of the mandir, spread across 3 floors, covering 2.7 acres, the ground floor depicts Lord Ram's life, while the first floor will immerse visitors in the grandeur of Lord Ram's Darbar, crafted with Bansi Paharpur, a pink sandstone from Rajasthan's Bharatpur. The statue of Rama is a planned monument in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh, India dedicated to the Hindu god Rama. The statue will be 181 meters, 594 feet, in breadth and 251 meters, 823 feet, tall including plinth and umbrella. The cost of the statue is estimated to be 2,500 crore, equivalent to 29 billion rupees or $370 million in 2023. Ayodhya Ram Mandir the Krishna Shila stone was used to craft the idol of Ram Lalla. Ram Lalla Pranna Pratishtha. The Ram Lalla Mandir, also known as the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir, is dedicated to Lord Rama and is located in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh, India. The temple holds immense significance in Hinduism as it is believed to be the birthplace of Lord Rama, a central figure in the Hindu epic, the Ramayana. The Pranna Pratishtha ceremony at the Ram Lalla Mandir would involve the installation and consecration of an idol or deity representing Lord Rama, marking the formal establishment of his presence within the mandir premises. This ceremony would typically follow traditional Hindu rituals and practices. Here's a general outline of what might occur during the Pranna Pratishtha ceremony at the Ram Lalla Mandir. 1. Purification. Before the installation of the idol, the temple premises, as well as the idol itself, would undergo purification rituals. This might involve the chanting of mantras and the sprinkling of holy water. 2. Invocation of the deity. Priests would perform elaborate rituals to invoke the presence of Lord Rama into the idol. This would involve the chanting of specific mantras and the offering of various sacred substances such as water, milk, honey, ghee, flowers, and fruits. 3. Transference of spiritual energy. Through the recitation of mantras and the offering of prayers, it is believed that spiritual energy, or prana, is transferred into the idol, thereby animating it with the divine presence of Lord Rama. 4. Blessings and prayers. Following the Pranna Pratishtha ceremony, devotees would have the opportunity to offer prayers and seek blessings from the newly consecrated deity. 5. Celebrations. The completion of the Pranna Pratishtha ceremony would likely be marked by various celebrations, including devotional singing, chanting of hymns, and offerings of food to the deity. The Pranna Pratishtha ceremony at the Ram Lalla Mandir would be a significant event, drawing devotees from far and wide to witness and participate in the sacred rituals marking the establishment of Lord Rama's presence at his birthplace.